Hey everybody, this is the 6-month update since my surgery. I feel like I'm back in the old surgery days when I was in my bedroom, and I am in my bedroom. I was going to do this yesterday because actually November 8th was the 6-month anniversary of my surgery. I can't believe 6 months has gone by so fast. Time goes by so fast. So where are we at? Well, I guess some improvement. I might as well start with some positive things. I'm not using the cane as much. I still bring it with me in the car because I get a little nervous still walking outside because I still don't have reactionary leg movements that well. So for example, if something came at me, I can't seem to get my leg to go as fast as I want it to go normally. So having that cane is good in case I feel like I'm going to fall. Or bad weather. Like yesterday it was raining, and the pavement was slick, and I don't feel like I have enough security with my leg yet to feel like I can just, run around. But other than that, I don't use the cane. I don't use the cane in the house. I don't bring the cane to therapy anymore, so that's going the right direction, right? As for the actual leg, it is still numb on the lower part of my calf and on the side of the knee, where that I expected, like I always say, but the calf has not changed at all. And it's really annoying because that's another reason I think I have the bad reaction of moving fast or trying to move a certain way, because it's numb. So that's really, really annoying. The doctor actually sent me to a specialist. So this was a story of the day. The last time I saw the doctor who did the surgery, he said to me, you know what, the numbness is not, it's concerning that the calf is numb still. And he said, I'd like to send you to a specialist. So I was like, okay. So he gave me the name of the specialist. I won't say the doctor's names, of course, I never do. And I made the appointment. So my husband and I went. It was a pain clinic. Right? A pain clinic. And I'm like, I wonder why he's sending me to this guy who's a pain specialist. I'm not in pain. I'm numb and I'm stiff, right? But okay, maybe this guy knows more. So we go there, and as soon as we arrive, it's one of those kind of like storefront type looking places in like a strip mall. I don't know why that made me feel a little anxious, but it did. It wasn't like a regular doctor office type building. We got in there and we waited for quite a bit of time in the waiting room, which was always annoying, no matter what doctor you go to. And then they sent me back to the room to get prepared to see the doctor. Well, the doctor I was referred to, again, no names here, is not the doctor that showed up. Another doctor walked in, and I didn't recognize him from the picture. And I'm like, aren't you so-and-so? And he's like, no, I'm so-and-so. Whatever. He's a different doctor. And I'm like, oh, I was supposed to see the other guy. And he said, well, he can't handle that right now, so I'm taking over him. I'm like, okay, I guess that's fine. And he said, okay, so where's your pain? I said, I don't have any pain. I have numbness in my calf. And I explained to him how my knee is extremely stiff still. It feels like there's, it still feels like there's a little brace in there. I said, and it's just not changing. So he kind of just said, well, the stiffness is normal for a knee replacement. He said that could take time. It could take up to a year. Okay, so I've heard that now a bunch of times, so I keep saying, okay, I'll just be patient. And the numbness, he said, is probably like a neuropathy. And I'm like, I don't believe that, because I didn't have it before the surgery, right? It wasn't like a neuropathy that just came all of a sudden after the surgery. And I told him, I said, it's more of a, it's just on top. It's basically the skin. I have perfect strength. Like he tested my strength. He said, yeah, your strength is good. He said, but it's basically a sensory type numbness. I'm like, yes. He said, well, honestly, there's not much I can do for you. So I'm like, why am I here? But he did say to me that a neurologist might be a good option. He could actually do what's called an EEG, which is that pin test they put in your leg to see, where your nerves are not working correctly. But he said, you could also go to a neurologist for that. And he basically said, the only thing I could probably do for you is put you on gabapentin. And I'm like, yeah, no, I don't want to go back on gabapentin. I was on that when I first had my surgery. It made me extremely unfocused and I wasn't myself. And he said he knows. He said that drug is very well known for being, doing that to people. He said, "Yeah, I think you just got to be a little more patient." But then he said to me to measure the point on my leg where it's numb, like where I can feel and where I can't feel, and write down the measurement. He said, and if you notice every month it goes down a little bit, or maybe it gets a little better, that's probably telling you it's healing. So I'm like, okay, so that was something that I pulled out of that meeting with that doctor, that maybe I could monitor so it's just in case you guys care, it's 8 inches long by 2 inches wide is the numbness in my calf. Maybe I'll put a picture here. Phil took a little measurement of my leg, you can see that. And I'm gonna monitor it and see if it gets any better with the numbness. Other than that, he was just a very nice man, but it wasn't the doctor I was supposed to see. So I felt like it was just a big waste of time, honestly. The only other thing he said that made me feel good is I told him, I said, and I know unfortunately at my age, I probably have to get this knee replacement replaced in like 20 years, which makes me so anxious and mad. And he said, I've heard people who go 30 years with their knee replacement. I'm like, well, God, that is a nice thing to hear. So I wrote that down, like, maybe that'll be me. Because I'm not running around doing sports or anything. So maybe I'll be lucky and I won't have to get my replacement replaced in 20 years. Maybe it'll be 30. Maybe I'll be, he says, dead by then, who knows? But anyway, so that's where we're at, kids. Not much more to report. Again, it's still better. I mean, it's positive. I'm not using the cane as much. By the way, I'm going up the stairs foot over foot, even though it is a little stiff still, but I do go foot over foot. Downstairs, I try to go foot over foot, but it is a little stiff still, so sometimes I just do 1 foot at a time. But that's it. That's all we have today. So that's the 6-month update. They always say the 6 month is the one of the breaking points, and I'm like, oh, okay. I still won't feel fantastic, but I'll just keep praying that it gets better and better. Anyway, so today is November 9th. And I know it's like Christmas is coming, right? But December 1st, we will be starting our Advent series. But in a couple of weeks, I will post a video in our Advent playlist for 2023. I'll be posting a video about all the Advent calendars we got this year. So you can see what we're going to be opening and doing. And again, that'll be not part of the knee replacement playlist, but if you're curious to see what we do for Advent, for those of you who are my knee replacement people, feel free to watch that too. It's just fun. We just open Advent calendars and have a good time, and it's just something to do and keep us entertained over here. So that's it. That's the update for now. Not much else to report. Hope everybody's doing well, and I will definitely be talking to you in a couple of weeks with Phil on the Advent calendars.